Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Worre. I'm the Vice President of Field Development here at the Happy Co, and I'm super excited that you've taken a little bit of time out of your evening to hear a little bit about why we are so excited, about why we're so fired up. And I'm sure someone invited you on here because they were equally fired up. And so sharing with you a little bit about why the Happy Co is really on a run here in 2022 and a little bit about what we got going on. I want to bring on the call, the interview that we have this evening. This man is someone that has spent the majority of his life, over 3 decades in this space. And not only 3 decades in this space, he has spent 3 decades at the top of this space, creating 7-figure incomes, helping hundreds, if not thousands of people reach their financial freedom and their goals within their life. He is a servant leader to the core. He is coming to us from Puerto Rico. He is a Crown Ambassador here at the Happy Co, and I'm so honored that he has taken some time out of his evening. Mr. Brian Heflin, thank you so much for being here, sir.
Taylor, no, thank you, and welcome everyone from around the United States. It's so wonderful to see all your beautiful, happy faces. And no, it's my privilege, Taylor, to be here with you this evening.
I'm excited, man. You say I've seen people, not just the US, but we got people over in Australia, New Zealand. I've seen people in Europe on here. It has been amazing. This is a worldwide opportunity that I really am just so excited about. But in that vein, Brian, let's get right to it and tell me a little bit. You know, people are on here right now. I'm sure we got a lot of guests on the call, and they have been, probably dripped on a little bit as to why people are so excited right now talking about the Happy Co and really this work from home atmosphere. I think the whole world is in a consistent state, and even more so right now. Who went to the gas station today and said, what is going on? That everyone's looking for a little bit more time freedom, a little bit more financial freedom. That this plan of going to this job and retiring might not have been the plan in this current economy. It might have worked about 30 years ago. But we're so excited. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what it is that we are here at the Happy Co and why we're so fired up?
Well, Taylor, first I'll just like to share with everyone how I was introduced to this wonderful industry. You said 3 decades. I was self-employed when I was introduced to this industry. And after I learned for myself that I was working extremely hard, but I wasn't working smart. That's how I felt. And I met someone, and the person said, your income is a direct proportion to the value that you bring to the marketplace. Now, no one have ever said that to me before. No one have ever said that if I went out in the marketplace and I created more value to other people, then I would succeed. And that's what we do here in the Happy Co. We help other people increase their value to themselves, and then they take that value to the marketplace, and it allows them to create that home-based business that, I read a lot. Over 4.2 million Americans last year quit their jobs. And they said the number one reason is because they wanted more happiness. And what we do in this business is we share life-changing products that add value to people's lives. There's that word again, value. And when you're adding value to those individuals' lives, our company pays you, which last year alone, we paid out over $60 million in commission. So is it working? Yeah, so lots of value being added in the marketplace. So that's what we do, Taylor. We bring products to the marketplace that add value to people's lives.
Let me say this, Brian, for everyone in the chat, for everyone watching right now, if you could use a little bit more happiness in your life, regardless of your happiness level right now, if you feel like you could use a little bit more happiness, drop a 5 in the comments. If you feel like you could use a little bit more happiness, drop a 5 in the comments. If you wouldn't be upset if someone brought something to your life that increased your happiness by just a little bit, 5 in the comments. So you talked a little bit about these products and these life-changing products, and I think that is so important because so many people are looking for something that they can do, but so often I feel like people are being convinced into some kind of snake oil or some kind of something or other that is going to be some miracle, this, that, or the other for them. And people are a little skeptical in today's world. And so will you talk a little bit about the products that we represent here at the Happy Co and a little bit about the guarantees and really how we feel so certain in what it is that we represent?
Yeah, Taylor, that's what attracted me here. It was the products. I mean, You have to have a good product. And what I learned many years ago, I've been self-employed since I was 19, and I just learned you have to have a product that has a need and demand in the marketplace. Now, when I looked at this opportunity, I saw that. I saw that because I said, I don't have to change people's habits. Now, I've marketed other products where I had to change a habit, okay? And I said, wow, I don't have to change people's habits. I'm offering people something that they're already using every day, and I'm offering them a better version. And that's what attracted me here to the Happy Co. And we do that. I call it our delivery system. You know, our delivery system is through a beverage. The beverage industry is an $154 billion industry. You think there's an opportunity there? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. But our main product is coffee. Now, I wasn't a coffee drinker, but I'm a businessman. And so, you know, coffee, you know, I did my research. You know, coffee is 170 million Americans drink over 400 million cups of this beverage every single day. And we call it Happy Coffee, and that's exactly what it does. I wasn't a coffee drinker, but I said, if I'm going to market this, I want to experience this for myself. So I now drink a cup of coffee in the morning with my Happy Cap. We call that a Happy Pill, and I'm in a better mood. I have clarity. I have energy. I have focus, and it's allowed me to stay at my high school weight. So, hey, I love the products, and it's not only coffee, because the company took care. A lot of people don't drink coffee. So we have a tea, we have lemonade, we have hot chocolate. We even have coffee in a capsule. So we've taken care of that. Some people say, I don't drink any beverages. So we even give you the experience of coffee in a capsule. We have an incredible shake. I have mine every single day. I have mine this afternoon, our Happy Shake. That's what it does. It tastes incredible. We also have an incredible skincare line. So I hope my wrinkles at 60 aren't showing, but hey, man, I love the products. We have incredible products. And what they do is they help your body increase your happy hormones. So our products just help your body increase their happy hormones. And those hormones are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. And the product line is incredible. That's why we've done over 300 million in sales in just our first 4 years of business.
I could not agree more. If you know someone, or if you yourself drink coffee or know someone that drinks coffee, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Because I think there's not a single person on this call that, if they don't drink coffee themselves, does not know someone that drinks coffee. And again, when we talked in the beginning, someone that's looking to find a little bit more happiness in their life, this is that product that can offer that solution. And in that vein, I want to go to someone that is really a special soul. She really is incredible. And I want her to share, because you get to hear Brian, you know, tell how amazing these products are. But Brian is, you know, a very successful leader at the Happy Co. He represents thousands of people here. And so it might be, you might be going, well, you know, of course he's going to say that, right? I want to hear a little bit from, her name is Leah Nix. And Leah, I would love it if you would hop on here, take yourself off mute here, and share a little bit of your story and how these products have positively impacted your life.
Thank you for having me. Panda, sorry. So I'm from Yakima, Washington, and I was like many people in the middle of the pandemic. I had lost my job, and I was searching for that happiness that I had lost. And when a good friend of mine, Ginger, shared a Happy Coffee with me and said she wanted me to try it. And I was one of those people that, from that first moment, I had my cup of coffee, and it was a firework explosion in my brain, where it just like turned everything on. And I was like, holy smokes, wow. Like, I just felt so amazing. I didn't really know like how to explain it then, but now I kind of explain it as I finally just let my happy hormones be in charge. I started letting them make decisions for me. And it was like a snowball domino effect in my life, from that first cup of coffee to feeling good, to having the energy, the clarity in my brain, being able to focus on what I was doing, and not feeling sad, like just being happy. And then it led to better choices with my food and what I was putting in my body. Then I remembered that I had an athlete inside of me that had been dormant for a long time. So I started letting her out, and she started walking and working out. And that was back in September of 2020. And now I'm down 75 pounds. It has completely changed my life, and I'm able to be active and part of my family's life and be just participating and living life again. And I didn't even realize that I had just accepted being 40 and tired was the way of life, and it did not have to be. And I'm so glad that my friend shared that cup of coffee with me, because it has completely transformed me. Like, you wouldn't, if you knew me back then and you see me now, I am a whole completely different person. My family's just better. My world is just so amazing. So grateful for all of these products that I've been able to experience.
Leah, you are amazing. 70 plus pounds down. Couldn't be more proud of your journey. And the fact that you just feel like yourself again. I mean, I could care less about all the other stuff. All the other stuff is icing on the cake. The fact that you feel like you again, the fact that you had accepted a part of your life that wasn't true, that this is just the way it was, and the fact that you feel like you again, that is all of it. Leah, thank you so much for sharing your journey, and thank you so much for being on the call tonight. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And man, that was amazing. I just love hearing stories like that on a regular basis. They just consistently take me back. Brian, we've talked about these products, but a lot of people here, I think a lot of people here are struggling right now. They don't have a plan B. Plan B wasn't set up for them. And so while these products might be great and they go, yeah, I'd love to be a little bit happier in my life, but what I really need right now is an extra $500. What I really need right now is an extra paycheck coming in every month. I don't have the ability to go get another job. I don't have the ability to leave my children. I don't have the ability to go take on overnight hours or anything like that, but I need to find a way to bring in a little bit of extra income. And here at the Happy Co, we have that opportunity. And Brian, I'd love it if you'd share a little bit about how that works here.
Well, yes, I'll love to. And again, when I hear stories like that, it confirms every day that I'm doing the right thing, that we're making a difference in people's lives. And, I learned a long time ago, my mentor changed my life, Taylor. He asked me, did I want to become healthier, wealthier, and wiser? Brian, I can change your life. I can help you become healthier, wealthier, and make wiser choices. And he said, I can condense what most people do in their lives. They work 30 to 40 years. I can condense that down to 3 to 5 years. And I'm going to teach you a few habits that if you're consistent with these habits that anyone can do. That's what I love, Taylor. He said that anyone can do. And for me to hear that, my background, Taylor, I was raised in the inner city, and it was a regular occurrence when I saw shootouts and I saw people sometimes being wheeled out on gurneys for overdosing. And when I had somebody that was willing to pour into me, and he saw more in me than I saw in myself, that's what this opportunity can provide because of how the company pays us. We get paid over 7 different ways, but an additional 64 paychecks a year. Now, I know when I said that, I asked him again, I said, wait, can you say how many extra paychecks? He said 64 paychecks a year. And it could be from a few hundred a month, or if you want to take it to the next level, it could be tens of thousands of dollars per month income. And I'm not saying that that's no guarantee of income, but I can share, Taylor, with everyone on this line, with our company and how we pay. They can get into this business and change their lives. And I heard it only takes one decision. And I'm so happy and so thankful that I made that decision 30 years ago, because it's been made a major difference in my life and the life of my family. So the business 100%. Opportunity, Taylor, is second to none.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. I think that you were right on the money with it. And in that vein, I want to go to a couple other amazing stories that we have here this evening that really capitalize and touch on the opportunity side here, on really changing those stars like you talked about, Brian, on being able to change the trajectory of one's life and how one would live that life. And in that vein, I want to go to Misty Lee. Misty, if you're there and want to take yourself off mute, dear, would love to hear a little bit of your story and appreciate you so much for taking the time to be here this evening.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here. Hey, you guys. Like you said, my name is Misty Lee. I am from Arkansas and have 2 young adult kids. Have been married for 23 years and have been here at the Happy Co. coming up on 3 years actually in May. And it has been an incredible experience. When I got started here, I'd seen the promise in this industry, for many years, if I'm being honest, and just really had tried a few different things. Didn't get a whole lot of places with it, failed a lot of times, but decided, I was wanting to try the coffee. A friend of mine had reached out to me about it. I was at the time working as a full-time RN case manager, which is, if you're a nurse, you can relate. It is a very, very demanding job, mentally, physically, all the things. And so she reached out to me. I was a coffee lover, decided to give it a try, saw all the different benefits that it offered, and just being in the medical space, thinking like, if this is something that really has all the benefits that they say that it does, then this is something that I can truly align myself with. So tried it. Literally, I hadn't even finished my first cup and felt it kick in. And until you feel it, you don't know really how to explain it, but I absolutely fell in love with it. And I thought at that time, why not give the business a shot? Maybe this will be a way to help pay off some credit card bills, have some money to put back for vacation, extra spending money, help pay off student loans, which I had accumulated a lot of, and really just saw it as that. But about 6 months in, it had turned into so much more than that. And through the tools and trainings that I've received here, and I had actually at that point doubled my full-time income as an RN case manager, just doing this part-time from my phone, working it in the nooks and crannies of my day, staying plugged in, doing the things that I was taught, even though I didn't know what I was doing, and really just capitalized on that. And about that time, I started thinking about, my heart really being led to like, could I make this a full-time thing? Could I maybe possibly leave my full-time job as an RN to do this? And so in December, I made that decision, put my resignation in on New Year's Eve of December 2019, worked my last day as an RN on January 14th, and have been doing this full-time from home or, wherever life takes me since then, having that freedom and flexibility to be with my family. That was something I did not have when my kids were younger. And that was something that always weighed heavy on me. I missed out on things, school events, school parties, field trips, ball games, things that, you can't take off for all of the things, sadly. And they're grown now, unfortunately, but I saw the opportunity that gave me a passion to be able to connect with people who were looking for that same thing. And so I poured my heart into it. And like I said, I've been doing this now since January of 2020 full time, and it has been an incredible experience, and so very thankful for it. And I'm so glad you guys took the time to hop on tonight, and hopefully you'll see some of your faces soon.
Misty Lee, you are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I couldn't agree more with literally everything that you said. I mean, from the very beginning, finding it's a hard thing, right? I mean, that it was an experience that you had that turned into something small. I think all of our top leaders had the exact same experience. They got involved because they saw something here. They started sharing it with some people and said, maybe I can treat this as a small part-time thing. And then within a couple of years to be able to double her full-time income. Unbelievable. And again, no income claims with hard work and dedication. There's no promised income here, but I want to be very clear that how many people here would put 2 years of hard work in and consistency to have the opportunity to double their full-time income? I mean, it's unbelievable. And so, Misty, thank you so much for sharing your story. I know that someone on this call definitely needed to hear it. And with that, I want to go over to the incredible Corbett and Jessica Brown. They have only been in this company now. February was their first full month at the Happy Co. They are full-time travelers. They travel all around the world, and they are just an incredible couple. In their first full month, they rank advanced twice, found their way into our VIP exclusive group by qualifying for it in our February promotion. And they are running through the month of March and just getting started here. I have no doubt that silver, platinum, Diamond, all of these ranks are in their future. And so with that, I wanted to invite on Corbett and Jessica Brown. Thank you so much for being on the call, you two.
Hi, Taylor. Thanks for having us. As Taylor said, we have been traveling the US with our kids for the last 10 months. Just left Denver, Colorado, and decided to see our country. That's where we met Dave and Christine Dillman, who are our friends and mentors in Happy Co. And we saw how much time and time freedom they had. And that's something that we wanted to be a part of. That's something we wanted to have in our life.
Yeah, for sure. So we started as customers. We bought the Happy Cap and the Energy Caps from the Dillmans. And just like everyone talking about the product said, like 2 days in, I was like, guys, why did we have to wait so long? We've known you for a few weeks. Like, why were you holding out on us? We just fell in love with the product, and we admired that time freedom that we saw that they had, and we said we could work toward that. And all we have to do is share this product, and I mean, I'd share it for free. So we just got rid of the notion that we had to be experts and know everything about the product if we wanted to sell it, and just started sharing our experience with these products with everybody who would listen. Plugged them into the system if they had questions, introduced them to our upline. You know, people say, well, what's in it? I'd say, I don't know, but it's really good stuff. I'll find out. Come look at this call with us, check out this, you know, talk to some people in our upline, and they'd say, can you make money? And I'd say, I can't really explain to you how, but yeah, our friends are doing it. And before we knew it, we were getting bonuses that we didn't even really know existed. And at our first, the end of our first month of selling, we made really substantial money, not hobby money, but a legitimate side hustle, and qualified for this VIP training with Taylor that, again, we heard about it, but it wasn't even on our radar. We just went out there to keep it simple, plug people into the system, share the experience, and it's just worked for us 1 month in, and we're just excited to see what the next few months bring. It was just that simple.
Thank you so much for sharing. What you guys said is exactly what I call the good movie analogy. The good movie analogy I always say is, if you went and saw the best movie of your life tonight, what would you do with everyone you came in contact with tomorrow? You'd be like, I don't own the rights to that movie, nor am I getting a royalty if any of you go see it, but you got to go see it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's the best movie ever. You just talk about it. It comes out of you. Who's in it? I don't know. That one actor. I don't know. What's it about? Go check it out. I don't know. I love that. I love that. Again, just the simplicity that here at the Happy Co, you don't need a PhD in coffee. You do not need a master's degree in compensation plans. You don't need a doctorate in network marketing. Here, you just have to have a passion for wanting to help other people live a happier life. That's it. And so with that, Brian, as we close up this call, I just want to first thank all of our amazing testimonials. Thank Leah, Nix, Misty Lee, Corbett, and Jessica Brown. Thank you so much. But Brian, I want to ask you, as we kind of close this up, there's a lot of guests on this call, and I know a lot of guests will be watching this replay. What would you say, what would be your message to all the guests on the call right now? As if they've heard this information, what would be your message to all the guests?
Well, my message would be, Corbett, first of all, I want to thank everyone for investing into yourself, because that's what you did with the time that you spent with us, and your time is your most valuable commodity. So I want to say thank you. And I would say, Taylor, why not you? I'm speaking to every guest on this line. Why not you? Is what I would ask you. You know, I know that there are opportunities out there in the marketplace. Only, they say, the mind is like a parachute. It has to be open to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. We have individuals. You heard Misty's incredible story, Corbett and Jessica's. You heard Leah's story. You've heard stories, because there's no risk. I mean, our products have 100% money back guarantee. I love saying that to people. I love saying, try the products. If you don't feel that your experience, you get 100% your money back. And so there's nothing to lose here. And I just want to say thank you for everyone for joining us. And at the least, try the products. But if you're looking to make some income for the next 90 days, I say it to people, I'm excited. The company's backed up the Brinks truck. Okay. And they're giving away thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. Of course, you have to earn it, but it's a simple system to be able to achieve it. Call the person back at least get started with one of our minimal packs, enough products for yourself and some products that you can share with other people, and join us, because your life will never be the same. That's what I would like to share with everyone, Taylor.
I love that. And I appreciate your heart, brother. I appreciate you sharing your heart this evening. I want to share that for each and every one of you that have been enjoying these virtual Zoom opportunities. Maybe you've been a guest checking out for a little bit. We're getting on the road, baby. We're getting out on the road. No more virtual. I'm still going to be coming virtual every week, but I'm getting out on the road. So for each and every one of you, if you know anyone in the Atlanta area, I fly out tomorrow. I'm heading to Atlanta, Georgia. We've got an amazing event in Gainesville, Georgia, Friday night, all day Saturday. It's going to be huge. Next week, I'm going to be in Yakima, Washington. If you know anyone in the Seattle or surrounding area in Washington, get them to that event. After that, I'm heading to Albany, New York. If you know anyone up in Albany, get them up there. I'm going to be there the following weekend. And then April 8th weekend, I'm going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I cannot wait to get out in the field, see each and every one of you there. Can't wait to hug you, shake your hands, get to meet you, get to know you. And until then, hope you have a beautiful and abundant rest of your evening. Be well, be blessed. Bye for now. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.